Hello, friends. My name is Teacher Hope. Allow me to introduce to you a book written by Trudy Ludwig called The Invisible Boy. This book holds a lovely lesson in the simple acts of kindness and friendship. I read this book and I enjoyed and loved it. I hope you will love it too. I love the storybook because it has pictures and they are really beautiful. Okay, now let's go through the book. Can you see Brian over there? The invisible boy? Even Mrs. Kalori has trouble noticing him in her classroom. She's too busy dealing with Nathan and Sophie over there. Nathan has a problem with what Mrs. Kalori calls volume control. He uses his outside voice inside too much. Sophie whines and complains when she doesn't get her way. Nathan and Sophie take up a lot of space, but Brian over there doesn't. When the bell rings for recess, Micah and JT take turns choosing kids for their kickball teams. The players get picked first, then the best friends of the best players, then the friends of the best friends. But only Brian is left, still waiting and hoping. JT glances in Brian's direction and just as quickly looks away. We've got enough players for each team, he tells the others. Let's play ball. In the cafeteria, Madison and her friends talk about her birthday party. The rope swing over the pool was awesome, says JT. Yeah, so was the water slide, adds Fiona. That was the best pool party ever! I'm so glad you guys had fun, says Madison. Everybody did except Brian. He wasn't invited. At choosing time, while the other kids play board games and read, Brian sits at his table doing what he loves to do best. He draws fire-breathing dragons scaling down buildings, like this one. Thank you for toasting my marshmallow. Space aliens locked in intergalactic battles. I gotcha now. Crackers. Yay. Greedy pirates digging for treasure. Hi. Hi, friend. Have a cookie. And superheroes with the power to make friends wherever they go. On Monday morning, Mrs. Kalori introduces Justin, right there, a new student to the class. Brian smiles shyly at him. Some of the other kids sneak looks at Justin, trying to figure out if he's cool enough to be their friend. They haven't quite made up their minds yet. Is he cool? Let's see. At lunch, Madison and JT watch Justin eat with chopsticks. What's that? Asks Madison as she points at Justin's food. It's bulgogi. Bull what? Bulgogi. It's Korean barbecued beef. My grandma made it for me. It's really good. Do you want to try some? There's no way I'd eat bulgogi. And the kids laugh. All of them. That is, except Brian. He sits there wondering which is worse, being laughed at or feeling invisible, just like Brian. The next day, when Justin goes to his cubby to put away his backpack, he notices a piece of paper with his name on it. It reads, Justin, I thought the bulgogi looked good. Brian, yum. At morning recess, Brian finds a piece of chalk on the ground and starts drawing away. You're Brian, right? Yeah. Thanks for the note. Hey, Justin! Amelia calls out from the tetherball court. You're up next. Sorry, I gotta go, says Justin. By the way, that's a really cool drawing, he adds before taking off. Back in class, Mrs. Kalodi asks the kids to team up in 2s or 3s for a special project. The kids scurry around the room to pair off. Brian heads towards Justin. I'm already with Justin, says Amelia. Find someone else. Brian looks at the floor, wishing he could draw a hole right there to swallow him up. Mrs. Kalodi said we can have up to 3 people in our group. We're only 2. Come on, Amelia. Let him work with us. Okay, I guess. Mrs. Kalodi gives the class directions for the project. Your assignment is to work together to write a story about what you see in that photograph. Use your imagination and have fun. Whoa, cool, says Amelia. What kind of people do you think would live in this house like that? I don't know, but I bet Brian could draw them to go with our story, says Justin. Brian smiles as he takes out his lucky pen. And now they show their work, and there goes Brian looking all happy with Amelia and Justin. The crooked stay we made up on the space. They show their work to Mrs. Kalodi. It's lunchtime again. Brian's least favorite part of the day. Another 20 long minutes of kids talking and laughing with everyone else but him. "Brian!" he hears someone shout. "Hey, Brian! Over here!" Brian turns and sees Justin waving him over. Amelia nods at Brian as he makes room for him at the table. Cookie? Maybe, just maybe. Brian's not invisible after all. And he says, "Thanks." A simple act of kindness can transform an invisible boy into a friend. Meet Brian, the invisible boy. Nobody in class ever seems to notice him or think to include him in their group, game, or birthday party until, that is, a new kid comes to class. When Justin, the new boy, arrives, Brian is the first to make him feel welcome. And when Brian and Justin team up to work on a class project together, Brian finds a way to shine. This is a simple yet heartfelt story. Trudy Ludwig has given us the gift of an empathic, touching book for children that addresses the complex topic of peer relationships, and the quieter children will find the invisible boy a valuable and important resource. A story with heart and soul. The invisible boy brings the power of kindness and compassion into focus. I hope that you have enjoyed this book, and I hope you get the book in your library. Thank you for listening, friends. Bye-bye.